Welcome back to Future News. As always, an article linked to this mental metaphysics, this material mortality, if you will, can be found in the description below. Now, physicalism in its simplest form is a belief system. It posits that the universe and everything in it, including us, is made entirely of matter. This matter is the fundamental substance that makes up all physical objects and phenomena. This matter, governed by physical laws, interacts in predictable ways. These laws, discovered through scientific inquiry, help us understand the behavior of everything from the smallest particles to the largest galaxies. Consciousness, from this perspective, is merely a byproduct of brain activity. Our thoughts, emotions and sensations are seen as the result of complex neural processes. It's like saying that the complex circuitry of a computer gives rise to the experience of using it. Just as a computer processes information through its hardware, our brains process information through neural networks. However, this view, known as reductive physicalism, faces a significant hurdle. It encounters difficulties when trying to explain the full depth of human experience. It struggles to explain the subjective, qualitative nature of our experiences, what philosophers call qualia. These are the personal, internal experiences that are difficult to quantify or measure. The feeling of joy, the taste of chocolate, the sensation of pain, these inner experiences seem to exist beyond the realm of measurable brain activity. They are deeply personal and unique to each individual. This is where the cracks in the physicalist edifice begin to show. The inability to fully account for these subjective experiences challenges the completeness of the physicalist view. Can we truly reduce the richness of human experience, the awe of gazing at a starlit sky or the sting of a lover's betrayal, to mere neurons firing in the brain? These profound moments seem to transcend simple physical explanations. The answer for many is a resounding no. The complexity and depth of human experience suggests that there might be more to our existence than just physical matter. To deny phenomenal consciousness, the subjective experience of being, is to deny the very foundation of our existence. This subjective experience is what makes us truly human. We all experience the world from a first-person perspective, a unique vantage point that shapes our reality. We feel, we sense, we perceive. These sensations are not just chemical reactions, they are the essence of our being. This inner world, vibrant and undeniable, is the essence of being alive. It is what gives life its richness and depth. Physicalism, in its attempt to explain everything through the lens of matter and its interactions, stumbles at this fundamental hurdle. It fails to capture the essence of our subjective experiences. It's like trying to understand the beauty of a symphony by analyzing the chemical composition of the instruments. The notes, the melodies, the emotions they evoke are lost in such an analysis. The essence, the soul of the music remains elusive. It is something that transcends mere physical components. This is not to say that the brain doesn't play a crucial role in consciousness. It clearly does. The brain is a marvel of biological engineering. But to reduce consciousness solely to brain activity is to miss the forest for the trees. It overlooks the profound mystery of our inner lives. It's like saying that a radio produces music because dismantling it reveals wires and circuits. The true source of the music is not within the radio itself. The radio, like the brain, is a receiver, a conduit. It processes and transmits, but it does not originate. The source of the music, like the source of consciousness, lies elsewhere. It is a profound enigma that continues to elude our understanding. The limitations of physicalism have led to a resurgence of interest in alternative theories of consciousness. These theories, rather than reducing consciousness to a mere byproduct of matter, offer a more holistic and expansive view. They acknowledge the reality of subjective experience and seek to understand its place in the universe. These alternative theories, while diverse in their details, share a common thread. They recognize that the universe may be far stranger and more wondrous than we previously imagined. They invite us to step outside the confines of a purely materialistic worldview and embrace the possibility that consciousness, far from being an accident, may be fundamental to the fabric of reality. Let's delve into three such alternatives: idealism, reflexive consciousness, and dual-aspect monism. Each offers a unique perspective on the nature of consciousness and its relationship to the material world. Idealism, a philosophical perspective dating back centuries, proposes a radical idea. Consciousness is not a product of the material world, but its very foundation. In this view, the physical universe is a manifestation of mind, not the other way around. Think of it this way: imagine a dream. In the dream, there are objects, people, and landscapes, yet all of it arises from the mind of the dreamer. Idealism suggests that the universe we experience might be akin to a collective dream, a vast mental landscape projected outward. While this might seem like a radical departure from our everyday understanding, it offers an intriguing solution to the problem of consciousness. If consciousness is primary, then the material world, including our brains, becomes a canvas upon which the mind paints its experiences. Section 5. Reflexive consciousness, bridging the divide. Reflexive consciousness, championed by cognitive scientist Max Velmans, offers another perspective on the mind-matter relationship. It suggests that consciousness is not a thing or a substance, but a process, a dynamic interplay between the observer and the observed. Imagine looking in a mirror. You see your reflection, but you also know that the reflection is not you. It's an image, a representation. Reflexive consciousness proposes that our experience of the world is similar. We are both the observer, the awareness experiencing the world, and the observed, the content of that experience. This model avoids the pitfalls of both physicalism and idealism. It doesn't reduce consciousness to a mere product of the brain, nor does it deny the reality of the material world. Instead, it sees consciousness as a fundamental process that bridges the gap between mind and matter. Section 6. Dual-aspect monism, the unification of mind and matter. Dual-aspect monism takes a different approach to understanding the nature of reality. It proposes that the universe is fundamentally a unity, a single underlying reality that gives rise to both mind and matter, seamlessly interwoven. In this view, consciousness and the physical world are not separate entities, but two sides of the same coin, each reflecting the other. Think of a coin spinning in the air, capturing the essence of duality. We see either heads or tails, but never both simultaneously, illustrating our limited perception. Yet both sides are always present, inseparable aspects of the same coin, coexisting in harmony. Dual-aspect monism suggests that consciousness and the material world are like the two sides of the coin, complementary expressions of a deeper, unified reality that we are only beginning to understand. This underlying reality, while beyond our current scientific understanding, is not entirely outside the realm of scientific inquiry and exploration. The Atmansbacher-Rickles model, for example, proposes a mathematical framework for understanding this unity, suggesting that both subjective experience and objective physical processes arise from a deeper, pre-spatio-temporal realm, offering a bridge between mind and matter. Section 7. Time and the insular cortex, evidence for a new view. Intriguingly, recent research lends credence to these alternative viewpoints. My own work on time perception, for instance, has revealed a fascinating connection between our subjective experience of time and activity in the insular cortex, a region of the brain involved in processing bodily sensations. This suggests that our experience of time, a fundamental aspect of consciousness, is not simply a matter of clocks ticking in the brain. Instead, it is deeply intertwined with our bodily experience, our sense of embodiment in the world. This finding challenges the traditional view of the brain as a centralized command center for consciousness. It points towards a more distributed, embodied model where consciousness emerges from the dynamic interplay between brain, body, and environment. Section 8. The shifting landscape. Science embraces new possibilities. The scientific community, once firmly entrenched in a materialistic worldview, is beginning to embrace these alternative perspectives. The limitations of physicalism, coupled with intriguing findings from various fields, are forcing a reconsideration of long-held assumptions. Conferences and journals dedicated to exploring consciousness are flourishing. New research initiatives are investigating the nature of subjective experience, the role of quantum mechanics in consciousness, and the potential for non-local connections between minds. This shift in attitude is not a sign of science abandoning its rigor. Rather, it reflects a growing recognition that the mysteries of consciousness demand new tools, new models, and a willingness to venture beyond the familiar. Section 9. Conclusion. A universe richer than we knew. The demise of physicalism as the sole explanation for consciousness marks not an end, but a beginning. It opens the door to a universe far richer and more mysterious than we previously imagined. A universe where consciousness may play a far more fundamental role than we ever dared to dream. The journey ahead is sure to be filled with surprises, challenges, and profound discoveries. As we continue to explore the inner and outer cosmos, we must remain open to the possibility that the greatest mysteries may lie not in the vastness of space, but within the depths of our own being. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned.